What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about KTA Keeta today. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. Okay, here we are. Here we are at about 17 and a half cents. Earlier, not today, but yesterday, I did sell right at about like 19, just over 19 cents there. And we did drop a good bit right after that, right? We dropped all the way down to 14 cents. I didn't buy. I was actually in the middle of driving, so I did not buy any right there. Unfortunately, that would have been a good price to buy, but I was looking for the prices to go a little bit lower anyway, so maybe I wouldn't have bought. I will say it's not performing the way that I thought it would have. Like, sure, we found resistance here, we dropped down, we had a nice little dip, but why didn't we persist? Why are we back up here? It's making me. It feels very similar. It's giving me vibes like we had back here, right? Like you were dropping, but you didn't. You stopped. You stopped, and you didn't actually gain that much volume coming back up. You did come down. You formed a higher low nonetheless, and that's kind of what I'm waiting for now. I think that we will drop back down to about 16 and a half, maybe to like 15 and a half cents. But I sold all my Keeta at 19 cents, something like that. Bought another meme coin. Not that Keeta's a meme coin, but I bought a meme coin, and it did well for me today. So made some profits on that. I'm ready to roll all that money back into Keeta if it does one of two things, right? One, coming back down. If we go down to about 15 cents, I'm fine with, or 16 to, I would even say 16 and a half to 15 and a half cents. That's where I'd be looking to buy more. It could go lower than that, of course, and if it does, I'll just eat that loss, and then I'll buy more down at those lows if that happens. And if not, if we don't do that, if instead we come back up and we are looking to see new highs, I might just FOMO in the top to catch this next rally, and watch me FOMO and watch me cry. I might FOMO the top there to catch the next move up, because I do think that the next move up could be coming sooner than anticipated, man. This does give me vibes that we're not, like we should have gone lower, but why are we not? Why are we forming higher lows? How come you gave us this big, tremendous candle with decent volume and it didn't amount to anything? Now we're back up where we dropped. Like, to me, that seems like a bear trap, is what that seems like, right? And Keeta as well, KTA, if we can look at this here. KTA. Come on now. Let's see where we at. Volume. Is that the one? That's not the one, is it? This is the one right here. Yeah, $9 million in volume with a $70 million market cap. That's good, guys. It's actually a nice. And then 15 or $5 million liquidity on something like this. That's nice. That's definitely nice. So, yeah, I don't know. I am bullish on this thing, and I want to get in before that next run. I'm just not bullish on it right here. Let's do some short-term analysis real quick. Looking at the 1 hour time frame, you are in a downtrend in your 1 hour RSI, but you just keep holding that 50, and you've got reasons to go below it, but you just don't seem to do it. Could this be it here? Maybe. 15-minute time frame, not bearish, man. It's really not. It's more bullish than it is bearish. 4 hour time frame, also very bullish, right? Higher lows, higher highs overall. Yes, you have the double bearish divergence, and I will say that's the one thing that's kind of holding me out from buying back in here and just saying screw it, is that this bearish divergence down here is at 11 and a half cents. And it is double bearish divergence, high here, lower high, lower high. You could come back up, you could go up a little bit higher and form some triple bearish divergence. That's something that's possible possible as well. If you do buy like I do, if you FOMO in at the high here, I say like I do as if it's already happened. But if you FOMO in the top there, be prepared to sell out if we do see prices that are lower. You might have to take a loss. I know that might sound complicated, but let me just explain my thoughts here. If we move up here, we find a higher high, we get a lower high in the RSI, that's triple bearish divergence. That'd be really bad, especially if we stopped here and we did not progress. If we come back down and we see prices that are back below about like 14 and a half cents, I would assume then we would go down to about 11 and a half cents or lower. Triple bearish divergence is nothing to mess with. So in that note, just be aware of what's going on. If you're buying these highs, you have to be with it, right? You have to be very with it and be prepared to let go at a moment's notice, whether it's for gains, whether it's for losses, especially if it's for losses, because if not, you could turn those small losses or neutral endeavors into something that is a lot worse if you don't keep your head on a swivel. But this double bearish divergence in itself does make me think that we would at least go back down here. But here's the deal. We don't have to. Right? Who's to say that this wasn't your bearish divergence playing out right here either of these times? Maybe it has played out already. technically, most of the time you do go back to where the divergence formed, but you don't have to. From a high to a low, this thing dropped 31%. I mean, is that not enough? Is that not enough to signal that bearish divergence has happened? I mean, who am I to judge? And at the end of the day, what you do have is you have a lower low in your 4-hour RSI with a higher low in the price. That is hidden bullish divergence, if anything, and that likely would mark that we're moving up. How much higher? I don't know, but the 4-hour looks bullish. The 1-hour looks bullish still. The 15-minute looks bullish. The daily's basically at a 92. So don't throw your life savings into this. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but don't put your life savings into this. It is up a lot from a very short time ago, right? March 8th, it's March 21st now. It's up 3,230%. Not the best time to buy, not the most ideal time to buy, especially with the notion that from this price, let alone from higher prices, we could very well drop another 35% or more, and that would be nothing to this thing. That'd be nothing. It could happen. It's a fart in the wind, and then it continues to climb, right? And likely, oftentimes with these bearish divergences, again, likely, not guaranteed, but likely, you do not just hit this area, but you go a little bit through it, right? So if we were to go a little bit through it, what would be right through it if we take a relative low to relative high, and we're not going to do the fake out high, but just through this area, the 236 is right there, right at a prior area of support. It's very possible we could go down to 8.6 cents from 17 cents. I mean, we're talking about a 50% drop, you guys. Let alone if it were to go lower to the 382, which is also possible. It's very common with the 382 to wick just below that as well. If we were to wick below it, where would it make sense to find support? Right down here at these prior areas of resistance, which again, that's at about 4 cents. If we're at 17 cents now, you guys, is that a 70% drop? Is that what that is, or is it a 66% drop? I forget. Yeah, 75% drop. Crazy stuff. But it's hard for me to be bearish on this thing right now. I feel like you should have continued to move down on this last attempt, and you just haven't done it. So, it's not that I'm calling for us to move up to the upside right now, but I am under the impression that we will find a higher low here and then move up. So that's why I am personally going to buy at 15 cents, probably like 15 and a half cents. I won't be selling if it goes lower. I definitely won't be selling. The only way that I'd sell is if it did move up and it broke above like 20 cents, then I might FOMO the top there. If it only goes to like 23 cents or something like that, and then it comes back down to prices that are lower than any of these like trending higher lows right here, then I might sell there, make a bad play and just have to eat that loss, whatever. But if I buy at 15 and a half cents, 16 cents, 16 and a half cents, somewhere in that area, and the price keeps going lower, I'm just going to hold this position. And then I'll just buy more down in these areas. And then if it goes lower, I'll just buy more in these areas, right? That's kind of the game plan here. So a little bit of trickiness, a little bit of technicalities if it does something that's unexpected. But if it does what I am thinking it's going to do, I will be buying more. I'll leave a post on x.com. I'll let you guys know if I buy it. I'll let you know when I sell, as I always do. And then, yeah, I don't really think I have anything else to say. So Keeta the cheetah here, looking like it wants to rip you guys. KTA. If we're looking at it here, what is it, 70 million? Yeah, $70 million market cap. I mean, if you were to 10x, that puts you at 700 million. If you were to 100x, that puts you at 7 billion, and that's not guaranteed to happen. But man, 7 billion is not asking a lot out of any crypto, right? Especially a layer 1 blockchain, especially a coin that's not listed on any exchanges. And it's Keeta the cheetah, bro. It's going to do really well. I got nothing else for you guys. Hit the like button, subscribe. If you're going to invest in this coin, research it. Make sure you can tell somebody what it does, right? If you can't walk down the street and have a random conversation with a stranger and tell them what this thing does, you have no business investing in it. I'm not saying go down the street and talk to a stranger about investing in KTA. I'm just saying if somebody asked you what it did, you should be able to tell them. If you can't, then look it up. If not, don't invest in it. You're just gambling. Might as well invest in a meme coin. Hit the like button, subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care of yourselves. Bye.